Imagine, if you will, one peace dollar. You're about to enter the grading zone. Hey guys, it's been the Coin Geek, and today I have for you a video that is, well, I don't have a good way of describing this video other than to say we're going to look at some peace dollars, compare them, and then you and I, we're going to talk about them a little bit, and I'm just going to say what I see, and everyone else can say what they see. All right, so for those of you who have been tracking along here for a little while, you probably already know some of these coins, but maybe you don't. Hopefully you don't. We're going to start with this 1922 from the Denver Mint here, I believe this was. And we're going to look really close at the surface quality and the color, because this video is in some way about those topics. This is about grading and about color. And we're going to look a little closer at the fields. All right, and this has a real nice gentle tone to it. And we want to try to distinguish the difference between, heavy hit marks on a coin. So what's a hit mark and what's just some of this like disruption in the luster kind of stuff that goes on like right over here in the left part of this field. When you get at that angle above the word one, there's a little bit of a disruption, and then you can see a deeper mark that's actually like a cut. So you can see how at this angle you see all of the different marks, and then as you move to this angle, all of a sudden you just see like one single mark that kind of goes through that ray. So that one mark through the ray is actually like a hit, and the other stuff is just kind of a disruption in the force, so to speak. But down here again, you've got just you have actual marks you can see down into the rays. And of course, the wonderfully struck peace dollar, where you can barely see the word peace. I guess it wasn't as stable as we thought it was, right guys? So, and I have this 1923. You guys can tell me which ones you like the best and which ones you like the least. So this has apparently, I think, so this has, you see this circle that runs along the whole coin? That is a die break. And there's another die break that goes across above the 1 and the 9. Now, right now it's kind of horizontal, but there's one that tracks all the way along the surface. It almost follows the rim perfectly, and it goes up here into the B, and then there's more die cracking across. So this is a wonderful example of die cracks. This whole die was shattering from the outside in. All right, back to the actual plan though. You can see a nice little contact mark right there in front of Lady Liberty's lips, and that's an actual contact mark on there. A couple little marks on the neckline. Overall, a pretty appealing coin. Let me see, this one's also, this is the Denver Mint. More die cracks. You're going to see, we're going to look for contact marks. So what you're seeing on here, they've got a couple contact marks on the eagle's head and on the shoulder a little bit. And then you can just look at kind of the gentle toning. And so, I'm going to put these kind of a little bit in order of which ones you like the best, right? Which ones are the prettiest? Which coins have the nicest grade? So this one here, it's got a San Francisco Mint coin. You got a couple contact marks on the tail feathers there. Then on the eagle, and then you've got this little bit larger mark here on the back, which will ding it point compared to the other coins, probably. A couple little contact marks here. So this one, it looks like, has a few more contact marks to it than the other two, if we're going by that. Now the obverse, on the other hand, these things come so weakly struck, there's just no hairline there. But the obverse is really nice also. You've got a really clean open field on this 1923, a couple little contact marks throughout the neck. Nothing that's going to be too harmful, a couple little contact marks there. So far, which ones do I like the best? Like which coin? You know, maybe we're not thinking about grading the coins. Maybe we're just thinking about the order in which we would pick them. Right? If you had to pick these coins, which coins would you pick first? And also, we're still talking about toning a little bit and paying attention. A little contact mark there. This is, I think, also Denver Mint. Is that mint mark down there? Denver. Little contact mark through a ray, a drop of golden sun. And you've got some disruptions there in the toning, but those aren't really contact marks. They're mostly just disruption in the toning. They're not real dings per se. Looks like you've got a couple of contact marks up through those rays and then onto the shoulder. And then on the other side of this coin here, so we have coins all from the early 20s. Denver and San Francisco Mint, both of those coins come pretty lightly struck. The San Francisco Mint even more lightly than the Denver. And this one, you've got a few more of those little disruptions here on the right side with some small contact marks built in. But overall, which of these coins did you like the best? Which of these coins are the nicest grade? Now, I find these coins all to be a pretty comparable consistency, look, grade, tone. Now, if you're just going for straight toning, this one takes the cake, right? And you can actually tell that this coin has been certified. For those of you who are paying attention, it's actually been certified with the eagle front. And so this coin in today's market is probably the winner of the toning lottery, so to speak, right? Grade-wise, then we can talk about different things after that. But I happen to think that they're all within a point of each other. I don't think that there is one that I was really willing to discount beyond that. And also, you know, I've looked at hundreds of these guys and tried to compare them when I see them in dealers. Whenever I see these in dealers' cases, you know, I try to take a look and understand what they're looking at on the grading on these guys. Right, so which of these things is not like the other? All right, so what are we going to do here, guys? Let's take a look first at the one that is, I think, how to say, clearly the nicest, but I did like this one, I think, best of all, right? Okay, nope, no. See, I did that all wrong. This is why this one had the little scrape mark to the left. And this is how it begins, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you start having problems. So this 22D NGC called an MS66, okay? This 23S PCGS called an MS63. This one was a coin, this 23S was a coin that's kind of on my S list. There you go. Both with nice original toning. This does have that little mark to the left. I don't think it's a 3-point difference between these two coins. I sent the 23S in because I thought it was a 65. And it's fine. Everyone else can argue and tell me that I'm way off base. I think the obverse is every bit as nice on this coin as the other ones. And it's fair to say that this little mark here to the left can take the grade down. I just don't know that it takes it down to a 63. Now we have some fun here, because here we have this coin, which is a 63 CAC, which I also think is a very harsh on the grade, really. To call this coin only a 63, I thought was pretty rough. This is a coin that I ended up picking up from a dealer, and it's been slabbed with the tone side out. It paid way over gray sheet for it. It's just one of those coins that you're going to go ahead and take a look at as a toned coin. So my good friends at NGC can tell me what it is that I'm not seeing to call this coin a 63. There are a lot of little contact marks here on the neckline, partially hidden by the toning, but overall it's a pretty high quality coin. And next we've got one of my least favorite coins that I've had graded. I got this graded myself, I think, probably over a year ago, and I've just been stewing over it, because this one is one that they called artificial toning, which I call baloney. Bologna. It's a very, to me, just a very basic, gentle tone. I've never seen anyone artificially atone a coin to have that type of a gentle look to it. So, wild west. The difference in value is pretty stark in all these coins, because I think this is, $1,000 plus coin, whereas the other ones end up being a few $100, couple $100, almost free, based on the plastic, right? Based on the plastic. But, I've got a couple coins here that I'm probably going to end up doing something with again, because I think that both of these coins have been mistreated. So I think I'm probably going to end up trying to send those in again sometime down the road and take a look and see if we get any different results the next time around. By the way, this 22D that I bought this way is a 63. What a lovely looking coin. To call it just a 63, I thought was pretty remarkable. But CAC did not put the yellow bean on it. They just went ahead and put the normal green bean, which means, oh yeah, we like it for the grade. It's a top quality coin for the grade. So, all right. So I hope this was therapeutic for me, and the rest of you may have been bored out of your mind, but that's a bunch of different piece dollars with very different results on coins that I think are pretty comparable in look. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.